Hello again, I'm Elisabetta and I will be your life quality advisor. First of all, I want to apologize because you were waiting for this video for such a long period. After the phase one, you need to wait for this much time for the second phase. But actually it was because I was ill a bit and I'm still coughing from time to time, and I really hope it won't happen during this recording. However, now we can deal with that phase two of the problem solving process. Phase two, which is, in my opinion, the most complicated one, because in this phase we should go out of the problem and to deal with the problem as an observer from a side, not to be in the problem during this process. And this is very complicated, and you will see by yourself when you will start to do this. I just want to say that when I said that you need to go out from your problem, I am not speaking about, any kind of astral projections, separating body and soul and something like that. This is not my field of expertise. But you need to be able to help your body to go through this process. Why this is so important? If you want to solve a problem, if you have a problem, your whole body is under the stress. Our main organs in that situation are in some kind of spasm. Our bloodstream is not as well as it should be, and our body, our mind, is the only tool for solving the problems, for fixing situations. So we need that tool to be in the top form, and it cannot be if it's under the big stress. It's normal that we are stressed when we have a problem. It's normal, but we need to find a way how to decrease it and how to enable our body to fight. So what is necessary to do, and why should we do that? When we have some problem, and when we are subjectively in, when it's up to us or up some people that we care, we cannot be calm. We cannot be, relaxed and say, okay, let's try to fix it. No, because it's up to us. And we are, in that case, we are in the problem. And that's the most difficult position for solving it. That's why we need to go out to get other perspective, to be as much objective as it possible. And in that case, we could help to ourselves much more and better. So you should put yourself in the position that this problem doesn't consider yourself. It's not your problem, but it's a problem of some person that you care, and you want to help to that person. So what we need to do, we actually need to trick our body. How? We need to convince our body, our mind, that everything is okay, that everything is fine, that we are calm and relaxed. Because this is the best way to approach the problem and to start to solving it. How can we do that? First of all, we should get relaxed as much as possible in that situation, and we can do it by actually the precondition is, if it is possible, to be alone in some quiet room. Of course, if your problem is that you are living with 10 people in 2 rooms, then this is almost mission impossible. I'm just kidding, of course, but you need to have some privacy in this process. I suppose that you all know how breathing is important for relaxations, for it helps to our body to relax. So we will start with that. But first you should prepare some piece of paper and a pen. And first thing is you should write down on, simple piece of paper. You should write down very shortly what is your problem. For example, my problem is that I don't have enough money. Or my problem is that I don't have friends. Or I'm not satisfied with my job, or I don't have job at all, or whatever it's your problem. Very shortly, put it on the paper. And put that paper in front of yourself. Then took a few more small papers. You can, cut this one on half or something like that. And then you write down what you feel about that problem. What are your emotions? Most of the time, that is fear, because you are afraid of consequences of how it will end, etc. Mostly there is also guilt, because we allowed ourselves or some people we care about to get in that situation, or we feel anxiety, nervousness, rage, and some other emotions. Put it on the paper, just like this. On every piece of paper, you write down one of the emotions that you can feel it in regard of your problem. And put it around that first piece of paper when you where you wrote down your problem. And then start to calm yourself down and do it like, with deep breathing, and start to count. And you can count from 1 to 10. I do not recommend to count from 10 to 1, because this is from my experience. Maybe it's not the same for you, but when I'm counting backward, 10, 9, 8, and when I came to 2, 1, I'm like on the start of the race, and I have that additional pressure. So from my experience, and my advice is to count regularly from 1 to 10, very easily and with deep breathing. So we can try it now. 1, 2, 3. You can close your eyes, it will be much easier. 4, 5. Deep breathing, relaxing. 6, 7, 8. You can feel that your body is much more relaxed. 9, 10. Then you are taking piece of paper. Where is your emotion written? Put it backward on the table, push it away and say, not now. Do the same with the other piece of paper. Actually, do the same with the other emotion. Not now. I don't want to deal with emotions now. I will deal it sometimes, but not now. You do the same with all emotions. You put it on the table around your problem. Turn it, push it away and say, not now. At the end, you will stay with just one piece of paper, with a piece of paper where you wrote your problem. Cover it with your hand and say it. Problem does not control me. I am controlling the problem. Repeat it and trust it. Problem doesn't control me. I am controlling the problem. I am controlling the problem. I am controlling. I am controlling. I am solving the problem. I'm solving the problem. And then you will be one-to-one with your problem without any emotion which could bother you. And then you are ready really to deal with, to manage it, and to solve it. Sometimes for that third phase, for actual solving process, you will need some assistance, you will need some help. But if you do not respect the process as it is, phase 1 to recognize the problem, phase 2 to remove the emotions and to put yourself in the position of the observer, you will not be able to do that third phase and actually at the end to solve the problem. In the next video, we will do the phase 3. Until then, please try it, do it, and you will see how much it will help you. So, try to get out of the problem and to be objective observer. I hope you will not wait that much for the last video from for the phase 3 of this process, and until then, dealing with your emotions and cut them out from the process of the solving problems.